Okay, so just going to show off some of the bits I've been working on for this thing. I've done a build of it. It's still a development build, so you're still going to see all the sort of capsules and probably the line traces, and obviously it's work in progress, so likely to see bugs and stuff. Um, but yeah, so first things first, you've got the load game. If there's no game detected, it won't load. Eventually, I'll set up multiple saves so you can choose, but for now, you've just got that. You've got your customized character. There's no assets here because I've tried to keep this file to a minimum. Eventually, what will happen, in fact, if I had the assets, what would happen is this character would be facing the player, like facing the screen, and each time you click one of these, it would focus on that body part, the camera would change, and then you can sort of scroll through the items. Obviously, because I don't have any assets, because I wanted to keep the file size to a minimum, it doesn't. There's nothing here, but you can see that would be the item name, the description, and blah blah blah. And then you can equip it, and then customized equipment, basically the same thing, except obviously that's specifically for equipment, whereas those were for more sort of cosmetic items. I'm going to lock this behind having a save game, so if there's no save game, you won't be able to customize it, which is obviously what it's doing. But yeah, then you've got your options, so you can obviously do all of these. You've got your optimal settings, so if I click optimal settings, it will detect them. Obviously, again, it's difficult to see because there aren't actually many assets in, but if I was to change all of these to low, you saw the shadows go. These all work, but I'll set them all to epic. There's no sounds in my game at the minute because there's no need. But I've tested these and these all work. And these all track as well. You can change your screen size and stuff. So if I go 1920 by 1080 and then save, that'd save them. Accessibility at the moment, I've got the subtitle settings here. You can customize all of this, except the only thing now is I need to hook this up to the Unreal system. The Unreal system is, to be honest, a pain in the ass to use. I still need to set up different languages and direction indicators. That's for later. But yeah, you can adjust the size and sort of background, and just turn them off if you want story and combat, blah blah blah. You can adjust all of them. But yeah, using the Unreal system is a pain in the ass. But the templates there, I just need to really figure it out and get into the nitty gritty of it. You can remap some of the controls. These are still work in progress, so these aren't working at the moment, but these are all done. You just click it, press the button you want to do. So if I want A space, it remaps it for you. Reset to default. Does all of these. Controller sensitivity, another thing I'm going to be working on. Let's reset that. And then, yeah, obviously you've got your quick game, which quits the game. And then, yes, obviously load game, but if I start a new game, you've got all this. This is just my demo scene. I've got NPC, enemy, shopkeeper, chest container, some crafting ingredients, and then your controls. As you can see, got a health bar in the bottom left, and it's got health, stamina, and experience. So as you can see, as I sprint, character speeds up, stamina goes down. When I let go of the sprint, it gives it a sec, and then it starts recharging. You can change the pace at the speed at which it recharges, and all sorts. If I hold this down until it gets all the way to 0, it will automatically stop sprinting. So you can obviously, um, like, so it forces the player to like stop and can't be sort of abused. There we go. You can see. You can change the value that it costs in terms of sprinting, and you can also set it up. I've set it up so that it's an input. So if you wanted a jump to cost stamina, if you wanted all these other things to cost stamina, you could do that, and it would adjust appropriately. So then I've got a leveling system. So in fact, I'll show the leveling system off next. So first things first, you've got your interactions. So if I pick these up, if I then go into my inventory, I've got 3 cubes, 3 spheres, and I can drop one, and you can see it drops it. Cool, picks it back up. Lovely. I can go to this container and swap them over, and then come out. It's gone from my inventory, but if I go back, still there. It will save that between sort of the demo between the save game. So if I quit the game, it would save. Then you've got the shopkeeper. This is the initial shopkeeper. I'm not sure this one's going to work because I have since changed this, but we'll see. So you can buy these items. There we go. I've only got enough for that, but yeah, so now you can see. And then I could sell these items if I wanted to. Go back, and then if I go back into him, he's still got the same items. I've still got the same items. The enemy is really early days. I'm still setting a lot of this up, but when I get close, it will pick a random name from a list of names that I've got, and then assign that to the name tag, show the health and show the level. The levels instance editable and will change. This is the enemy parent, so obviously you would spawn children rather than the parent necessarily. So if I was to quit the game and come back in, it would assign a new name to it. The level affects the health value and eventually will affect other things, and they're bound. I'm still testing the multipliers and stuff to make it so it doesn't feel spongy, but yeah, get the idea. You could also, when the enemy dies, it disappears, but I've taken off that function because there's no combat at the moment. The NPC, similar to the shopkeeper, if I approach him, you get this little dialogue tree. So here, hello, can I help you with something? I'm fine, will do, thanks. This is awkward. Obviously that's now locked out because that's the final one. You can see his shop, similar thing. Obviously he, as you can see, has different stuff to the other guy. My stuff's still the same. This carries across the save state, so if I can buy that. If I loaded the game and then started it again, he would have the same stuff as he's got now. There's also a charisma check on this, so I will go into this in a sec, but if I choose it, he doesn't know me like that, so I failed and then it locks me out. However, if I then go away and level up, this is your skill system, which I will go through now. Each of these skills will eventually affect multiple different things. So for example, at the moment it's pretty primitive, so strength affects your extra slots, like carry capacity. Endurance affects these three stats, which once I press confirm, you'll see down here. Intelligence affects how many skill points you gain and the rate at which you gain them. Perception affects this, and then dexterity affects pickup distance, I believe. I can't quite remember actually, I'm not 100%. No, can't quite remember what dexterity affects. It may be the one that doesn't affect anything yet, but either way, you get the idea. So it remembers. If I then press confirm, so I've got 1 skill point remaining, got 2 endurance, press confirm, go into my pause menu, look at the skills, you can see it's the same. I do intend to add this to the player menu, but yeah, for now, you get the idea. If I then want to assign this skill point, I can. So I can go, okay, you know what, I want to stick that into my charisma. Confirm. Cool. And then go back into the game. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Go back into the game. And then if I level up again, you can see it's remembered it. So now if I do my charisma, and then stick on intelligence for the sake of it. Now if I go back to the shopkeeper, I can then try again, and he'll go, yeah. And then I've now got a discount applied in the shop, which you can see, yeah, slightly cheaper than it was. It also affects your sell prices with your charisma. So how I have it set up at the moment is you do a skill check via dialogue to get the discount on your buy values, but your charisma affects your sell value. So whatever your charisma is, it applies a multiplier to your sell value. So if something's $10, I can't remember the exact figure. If something's $10 and your charisma is 5, it may now be $15, for example. This can all be adjusted. You can get rid of the decimals if you want to, that sort of thing. Yeah, so if I then wanted to, I don't know, do that sort of stuff, I could do that. In terms of leveling as well, if I just do one more, you've got perception and stick. There is another charisma check as well, which gives you an additional bonus. Obviously, you don't have to have these things; you can sort of do it. But this was just to show it off that you have almost like a tree. So he will always introduce himself with "Hello, traveller," and this opens up this dialogue. But yeah, he will remember that he's already given you a discount, as you can see here. And then if I go, "I'm cute. Any chance of a little extra?" Gives me extra, and I'm like, "Yeah, boom, bitch." And then if I show you where's extra discount there, which is pretty cool. This sort of system can be applied to loads of stuff. It was just charisma was easy enough. Next up, we've got crafting. So it's linked to the inventory system, so you can switch between all of these. I'll go to the journal in a little bit and show you that. The items here are craftable. You click them and it'll show you some information. It tells you the crafting requirements. Obviously, all of this UI needs cleaning up. This was all for testing purposes, but it shows you how many ingredients you got. But yeah, so if I want to craft this, I can either scroll down and go, okay, cool, I've got that. Or if I've got enough, it will let me select it up to the maximum amount. So if I want to craft 2 of these, cool, just crafted 2 of these. And then if you look in the inventory, I've now got 2. And it's reflected here as well. So if I go medicinal, which takes 3 spheres, I can craft 2 of those. Cool. To show off how that works as well, the medicine. So I've now got 2 of those in my inventory. drop one of those if I wanted. So there we go. That's just the shape I've chosen for it. But yep, you get the idea. Now it's there. I think I've got a button set. Yep, there we go. I can now take some damage just on a button press because again, there's no sort of damage system. If I then right click that and press use, oh, it's not working. Oh, it's because it's the wrong item. That's why. Idiot. That's what. Yeah, I'm using the wrong item, but you get the idea. Let me just buy a show me your wares. Sell some stuff. That's a bug. It appears the medicine's not showing up, but that is something I can fix. Why isn't that medicine show? Oh, it is. I was just looking in the wrong place. I'm an idiot. But yeah, if I press use, it will heal, and you can change the value of the heal. Yeah, can't believe I didn't see that. I am blind as fuck. Yeah, next up, I'll show the questing system. So at the top, you can see a journey begins. That's the name of the quest, kind of like a quest indicator. When you start the game, there'll be nothing there. However, as soon as you open the menu at the moment, it will just assign one. It will assign the most recent value. Again, pretty primitive. But if I then go, okay, I want to change my active quest to quest 2, set active, boom, now I've got quest 2, and obviously it would change all your tracking and stuff to do that. I'm going to make this sort of more complex as time goes on. So you can have multiple, it may give a bit of information underneath, or the reward. It all needs testing and stuff. But yeah, for now that sort of works. And yeah, so pause menu, you can do pretty much all the same stuff. So you can go to the options menu, same stuff all here. You can access the inventory. I am going to change this so that I'm probably going to remove this and remove this and put them in this menu. So the inventory is already there. Just add the skills in, and then just have these here, because then obviously pause can just be like. I'll probably add all 3 of these in, to be honest. But that's me just brainstorming. Anyway, so yeah, there's that. If I right click, you can sort of focus on things. This can be used for 1,000 things. You can use it for aiming down sights, or if you've got like something you want to interact with and focus on, or just sort of zooming in. You can crouch. At the moment, there's no animation for it because I really couldn't be bothered to fuck about sourcing one. If I sprint while crouching, it automatically uncrouches, and then if I crouch again, it goes back into it. If I'm holding sprint and I press crouch, it goes into it. And yeah, I think for the moment that's the bulk of it. I'm sure there's something I'm forgetting, but yeah, for now, just wanted to sort of show that stuff off. Oh, and obviously, might as well show you the quick game function as well, because you can either go to desktop. Oh, load game. So save the game. It's got all the same stats. If I then go to skills, all my stats are the same. Yeah. And then if I went to the main menu again, I press start new game. I can either choose to clear my data or take me back. If I clear my data, it just resets it all to the lowest value, which, as you can see, that's all the same. And then if I go to the shopkeeper, just this dude, for example, all of his stuff is back to what it was at the default settings. And then when you just press quit, desktop, boom, lovely, back to desktop.